I might hold that thought. So we are now live. This is Crackland versus Best Friends Forever ETF2L Season 13 Premiership Division powered by TT Esports. Process is the first map, Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight with Arx running you to middle.
Just for the record, I'm going with Crackland on this map, which means you're BFF for sure. Okay, so now we do have the two scouts from BFF over on the red team. They did jump up quite aggressively. Aggressive soldier has jumped across. That was Ips. Other soldiers also following up, but he hasn't really accomplished too much. That's minimoose there. But they still have a massive point presence here. The medic of Mirrelin's going to surely have to fall back, but he is pushing forward to tag up with his two scouts. And no, actually, role reversal here. Ad's going on his own. Does manage to get an Uber saw, but well, it's not going to be enough. No time to pop that Uber. And BFF coming out on top with this. Great play by the two scouts there, but the medic coming back in and tagging up with them just ensured that victory.
Yeah, Cookye and bybben doing a great job there. They did manage to stay alive for quite a long time. I noticed tviq run straight over to the red crate, just locking in. I think it was Dan. He couldn't make a jump. It was just quite funny, really. He just didn't really know what to do. He didn't even fire one rocket, I think. The first attempted rocket he tried to fire was straight into tviq's shotgun. But let's see where we are then. Mirelin, if you want to call him, instead of Mirelin. Sorry, I was being lazy. He does have that Uber ready to rock and roll as they're going to come through that garage area. Has been called surely. So one of the soldiers of Dan has managed to get behind. A soldier is chasing him. Uber has been deployed. So Crackland will have to fall back. Admirable only at 60% at the moment.
Oh,
quite
wait,
happy to
there we
sit
go,
up there.
headshot over on Mirelin. Sorry, I was just watching tviq there, sitting in that lower lobby, and I thought he was going to get a full charge body shot over onto him, but no, he got the heady as the medic jumped down. It was actually a really, really good shot there, and that's swung things in Crackland's flavour with this Uber charge.
Yeah, because it would have been quite hard to push out that medic there. I'm just trying to see where they are. In fact, Kaidus is going to try and throw some stickies. Zebbosai taking down Ret Shock, so that's the demo, in fact. Yeah, Arx, they're going to come back in and contest.
Yeah, they are just pressuring them back here. I'm wondering if they're going to Uber to try and block this, but there's been no time on the capture point. Scout is going in behind minimoose, does weaken him significantly, and that's going to take up a lot of the medic's time, but they have pushed them back with that no time on there. However, there is a scout flanking behind at the moment. Two scouts coming in over onto the medic, one taking down Ads and one taking down Ips there. The other scouts also of tviq's probably going to get annihilated here as well, but he has got a bit of Demoman support. Meanwhile, Mirelin also... Well, he goes down. Zebbosai getting a shot over onto Ret Shock, and CC in a bit of trouble here. They do still have tviq, who is cleaning up with Sam and Boss there, and there is just one scout floating around the point. Second scout coming in from bybben. Can he get the meat shots on tviq? Does manage to kill him, and at last the two scouts possibly cleaning up here and maybe getting some time to capture this point. No, they are falling back.
Yeah, Ipis is coming out to block that, in fact. They didn't fancy doing a 2-on-1 soldier combo. I'm surprised about that. But I guess with Ret Shock getting the spawn wave as well, they didn't want to risk it. Let's follow Dan as he comes into the point this time. Just trying to think about what he's doing. Fires off a couple of rockets, and a little bit of intimidation, a little bit of delaying. Quite an even paced game so far, in fact.
Yep, okay, so we do see that they are holding on to this point for the moment. BFF looking like they want to come in. They have got that sniper of Zebbosai again peeking in. Might have a shot over onto the demo, but demo does find some cover. Not that time, does take a body shot. And now the spam is coming from Crackland, realising that they need to pressure that sniper. Otherwise he's just going to have free reign and put loads of damage on them. But Dan's going in for an aggressive jump. Uber's also been popped. Crackland just popping theirs now. Dan might find himself in trouble, but he is managing to fall back with the rest of his team. No, he's not. He does get picked off. Kaidus jumping up aggressively over onto the point. Maybe just buy some time for his team to get a respawn, realising this fight is pretty much lost. And it looks like Crackland are going to be able to push this to middle. Just having a look where the sniper of Zebbosai is. He is going for a shot over onto the medic. Takes down Ads from that long right-hand route. He is going to surely get taken down by these scouts. Pushing it inside of the little sewers entrance there, but just getting that medic down, that might allow BFF to push forward. Just have a look, they do have sniper of Zebbosai still sitting up there. Might get a shot over onto Ips if he peeked a bit more, but no, he's not going to. Oh, tviq gets Mirelin down. This is just sniper on med all the time in this game.
Yeah, Dan manages to push him out of the point in the end. I hope my mic is any better. Is it any better now?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'm following Dan in the sewers at the moment. Cookye and Kaidus down though. So Crackland are going to come through that choke point. Darn is still floating around in that sewers area. He's going to try and jump onto the medic. Fails the rocket jump. Still manages to get 2 rockets onto Ads, and Ads is taken down. Life like last rocket. Just bybben now, the only one coming onto the sniper. In fact, who did get a shot on him in the end as he jumped in, and Retshock helped clean them up. So Mirelin now just back at that battlements, just rebuilding that Uber, but with Admirable going down, they're poor dodging Admirable, very poor. They will be at a slight disadvantage.
Yep. Okay. So just looking at tviq now, as he might have a shot over on a scout, doesn't take it. I think he just moved his dot to a different location. That scout's brave peeking through there, but he has fallen back anyway. So just having a look, BFF are moving out to their second. They were defending very defensively, as Beta mentioned a minute ago, but now it looks like they are gearing up to go for a push. Actually, I don't imagine that they would push in this situation. Their Uber advantage is pretty much nothing. CC have been building, and in fact, they've been building really quick. It is krits, yeah. I was going to say that was too quick. So Crackland on krits. Uber has been popped, and they are falling back, ready to see if they can use this. tviq does get taken down in the meantime. Here comes the krits. Retshock surely going to go back in for this because they're not going to get a better opportunity. Krits has been popped over onto the point, takes down bybben initially. Other stickies aren't really doing too much. Darn hiding behind that rock does get taken down. Mirelin is still alive at the moment, but Crackland holding on to this midpoint with that, and they are going to get krits before BFF get their Uber.
Good combo play by CC there. That is Crackland combo, of course. Retshock using the crits very well, and Admirable doing a good job in falling out, just making sure the crits would be effective, because we always know the result of crits versus Uber. They did secure that middle point, of course. In fact, they just really killed all of the BFF players on the point. They didn't manage to capture it in the end. Zebbosai is the one that's causing a little bit of distraction in the garage at the moment. What the BFF will be looking to do is just to delay as much as possible to allow them to build up that Uber, so there's not another crits wave comes in before they obviously get that Uber charge. And they do have that Uber charge now. Knowing Admirable's on crits, they're going straight after him into the choke point. Again, great play by Crackland, managing to fall back very quickly. And another round of BFF using Uber, another round of Uber being ineffective.
Crackland are playing this quite smart. They have fallen all the way back because they really want the BFF players to group up on that point. And now they are coming in with Uber. Excellent air shot over onto Darn. He's surely going to crater on the way down, and he does, in fact. The crit's still not popped now, but adds in a bit of pressure. He might have to crits his demo ASAP, but there's not really many players around there. There's just a scout. The rest of them have fallen back. And actually, it's great holding by Ads there. He is having to come back and help out his scout of tviq chase out. Is that bybben over there? You know what? I can't really tell. It was Cookye, actually. And now Crackland's still securing that midpoint. They're just running circles around them here. Wherever they go onto the point, they're just going the opposite direction.
Admirable. Sorry, sorry about that, Arx. Sam managing to save Admirable there. That would have been so close. It did manage to pick up a med pack as well, so we do see them getting that spire point now, and Admirable still has that crits Arx. They haven't even used it, and Mirelin has managed to get his Uber already again. He's so weak, he might actually be popped out. Oh, so weak, he took a massive risk there, manages to hold on to the last second. I think he was on about 5 HP there. Again, CC falling out and trying to welcome BFF onto him before they use this crits.
Nah, they already used it. It was actually really unlucky from Mirelin there. But, well, really lucky, more lucky than just holding on to it, because a crit sticky was just landing on him, and it was actually because that previous shot got him that he Ubered, not because of the crit sticky that was coming in. So it was a bit of luck there for him, really. But now they have finally secured this midpoint, and, well, they don't have an advantage. There is still the crits creek there, and they're going to know this as well, so I'm wondering if they're going to defend, play passive here, or if they are going to go aggressive. There is a scout in a sneaky position. I believe that's probably Cookye. Yep, Cookye takes down Ads as they come in, and now BFF surely going to turn the heat up here, but they've lost 3 of their players. Mirelin is still alive at the moment, and that might be a saving grace to hold this second point, but, well, they're definitely losing this mid again.
Yeah, still to and fro on this first round. This is VanillaTV with Arx, Beta and Comedian. 20 minutes remaining, so this has been the first round, which is going to come up to a 10-minute round, and no score on the board just
Scout
yet.
tviq there putting some pressure over on Mirelin, and I think, it was actually a smart decision there from Zebbosai, just falling out. If he had committed to that, they would have lost both of their scouts there. But Crackland, they are running regular Uber now, which does mean that they are a huge disadvantage, and BFF know that, so moving in onto this midpoint. Scouts were actually sitting on stickies there, and kaidus jumping up just to make sure that no one else can come in through that choke point. So CC conceding the mid this time around.
Yeah, Admirable still. Oh, hold that fort. Uber has been popped by Mirelin. Onto kaidus. kaidus did a little bit of a fail jump as he came around the corner, but he was distracted by a soldier. He's a little bit isolated right now. Will be rejoined and saved by his medic. Sam and Ipids go down. tviq is down as well, so that's both scouts and a soldier down for Crackland at the moment. But Admirable will have that Uber before they come into the point. And they're already pinned into that corner, so if BFF do a good job here of trying to pin him in, it's minimoose on the point. Uber is popped by Admirable, needed it to save his soldier. Red Shock is down as well, so surely Arx, BFF going to have to fall back out and just wait for their Uber to come in, or almost like do the fake recycle that we see everyone do.
Well, they have the numbers here. They just with that two-man advantage, Red Shock going down. His medic did go to save the soldier. It meant taking the Uber off the demo. It was one or the other. Ad's going in for an Uber saw hit. Does manage to kill one person, but how's he going to do against three people? Not going to be the hero this time. And BFF taking that first round, 11 minutes long. And, well, it's early days.
Yeah, very early days. 1-0 the score, just under 19 minutes remaining. This is VanillaTV with Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight. Process and Badlands will be the maps for this week of E2F2L Premiership Division. Season 13, of course, powered by TT Esports. We're just following kaidus onto the point. Now, took a lot of damage from the sewers area. A lot of the Crackline came out. Admirable goes down really early. Thank you, Arx. He did get taken down. This could be a possible wipe coming up. Just trying to see where Red Shock is. He is actually just still in the midpoint in a sneaky corner by the small med pack. He's going to try and come behind the medic. Surely would have been called. Don comes up, jumps up right next to him and finishes him off, and that is the Crackland wipe.
Yeah, this is going to be it's not exactly a brave prediction, but I think this is going to be an easy round for BFF here. They do have the numbers, they have the momentum. They have capped that 4th point already and got their Uber charge. Crackland running a heavy to hopefully absorb some of that damage, but in they come, just sitting on the point. Heavy has jumped down, he's going to get absolutely crushed here. Soldier jumping in from behind, actually does a really good job of Ips there. Tags up with his medic and still alive a little bit, but there is a scout on the point. Red Shock now coming out to deal some spam, and wow, BFF, are they falling apart here? Darn, 3/4 health. Spy comes in, trying to get a stab over onto minimoose. minimoose, the only one alive. There's a lot of time on the point. Medic of Mirelin smartly blocks Ads off of the point so that he couldn't get on to block it. And, yep, BFF taking the second round. Very different contrast to the last one.
Very quick, so that was like a minute round compared to our 10-minute round in first. Maybe Crackland are a bit disheartened. Let's just see how they fare on this midpoint again. I'm going to follow Red Shock this time, so I took a turn on kaidus. Takes a big hit off kaidus, in fact, has to get that big med pack straight away as he comes onto the point. One of the soldiers goes flying in from BFF. Who is that? That's got to be Zebbosai. Zebbosai goes down. Darn down as well. Admirable is down again though, Arx. So all of those, both soldiers jumping was a good enough distraction, and Red Shock in trouble as well. Just on roughly about 15 HP at the moment. He is taken down by kaidus' bottle. So only tviq now who manages to get the medpack in the garage area. Will he go for that sort of push onto the medic? Surely not. Both scouts there. Full healed scout coming onto him who just runs straight at him. He's done a lot of damage to him, surely. In fact, he's just been welcomed onto the medic though. Wow. He did take the health. bybben finally finishes him off.
That was a fight that he wasn't ever going to win though, because bybben knew exactly what he was doing. He had the overheal, so he had that advantage, but he also could fall back onto that health pack if he was in trouble. So bybben was quite happy to run point blank into the scout there, just because, well, there was no way that tviq was ever going to do anything.
Yeah, so BFF now in a much better position as they approach this second point, fourth point. The Spy, Zebbosai taking out Admirable again. I missed that. So that's the Admirable down. Nice headshot from Zebbosai, switching up to sniper and favouring the switch of tactics quite a lot here. But surely now Arx, they should have quite a strong position coming into the ASAC final, and it looks like they're not going to hang around for that Uber either. Know that Admirable is down, but hold that fort. Red Shock is behind Mirelin there. Darn turns around and finishes him off. minimoose goes flying in as well, trying to get onto Mirelin. He does manage to get around the side, but it's being called. Only Admirable and Ipis down left on the point, and there we go, 3-0 the score, 15.5 minutes remaining. This match has now turned from a very slow river stream flowing to now a total flood of BFF.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, to be honest, the reason Zebbosai, and it's not so much his jump, but the distraction from his jump. That last round he went so high, I think every Crackland player looked at him, which just allowed everyone else forward. And Zebbosai is going to keep on doing that jump because it is just working to so much effect here. But actually Crackland this time getting early kill on them. Zebbosai does jump out. Only one soldier's following in this time, so this might work out better for Crackland. But we'll just have to see. Minimoose gets isolated and taken down just over on the crates. Zebbosai is also taken down. Soldier of Ips has jumped aggressively over onto the scout. tviq comes in and cleans him up, and BFF trying to fall back, keeping their medic alive. Ips has jumped. They might be able to chase him and catch him off guard here. There is just kaidus and Mirelin. Now Mirelin does have his Uber charge, so pushing a bit further might result in the Ubers being exchanged, which actually probably isn't what Crackland want right now, but they can have that as an option, and well, they are just capping up this mid now.
Yeah, they have scored that middle area in the end. Mirelin did not go down, so Retshot trying to come through the choke. They are running Sniper Arc, so Zebbosai running Sniper. Retshot has to be careful here there. Are they favouring a sewer? They are going to come through the sewers area, just on the left-hand side of the midpoint. It has been called straight away. Zebbosai turn around. Surely that was called straight away. He still went for the shot. He is taken down. Retshot now trying to focus out. Kaidus Uber has been popped from Admirable. Counter Uber from Mirelin coming in as well. Retshot still trying to fly away as we now flick it up just to see where the rest of the CC team are trying to come in from. tviq was the scout who's further forward. Minimoose is down as well at the exchange of Kaidus, so that's a good trade. BFF medic is down. Mirelin is down. But where are the Crackland team gone? They stayed back, so Admirable and his other soldier of Ipis just stayed back there. I imagine they're just going to wait for that Uber Arcs and make sure that Admirable is relatively safe before they try and have another go at that 4th point.
Yeah, I think it was probably the smart thing to do. There was still the 2 scouts alive. Flanks were always an issue, and even if they just fell back temporarily, it would have allowed them to just check the flanks, check that nothing's behind them, and then push forward again. But I think with the intimidation factor alone, they might be able to push in reasonably early. It does look like they are checking around that sewers entrance again. This time there is no sniper from Zebbosai or, well, any of the players in fact in the game. And now they have got their Uber. They are making a push. BFF frantically trying to build their Uber, and I think they're probably going to surrender this point. Uber was forced because of a pipe going out onto Admirable there, and they just need to worry if they're going to get this in time. It does look like BFF not going to contest it yet, but you can almost bet your mortgage that they will come out and push into them with this Uber rather than wait for Crackland to get theirs.
Yeah, Kaidus and his team just looking like they want to defend very aggressively at the moment. The Uber was being popped actually very early from Mirelin there. They just need to make sure no one comes behind. bybben opting to run heavy. Zebbosai has now got the respawn wave as well. Crackland managed to force it out there in Arx and fall back. So yeah, now the advantage is turned in their favour. And yeah, it was a good play. But hold that fort. BFF trying to come out through the battlements area has been called. So Zebbosai goes down as well. This could be an interesting chance for Crackland. See if they can make the most of it, because they will have a almost uncontested Ubers if they manage to hold on to that spire. That is.
Well, if they can clean up these scouts, which are pushed very far forward, minimoose does go down, and there is a bit of time going on this point, but it looks like cookye might find himself in trouble. Does get taken down by rocket from Ips, and that's 2 of their scouts down, and that's really 2 of their utility classes, which they'd probably need to hold against this. But saying that they have bought enough time for Mirelin to get his Uber charge up, so they will be able to mount some sort of defense on this last pipe. Goes in, connects with someone over near the point, and Ubers have both been popped. We'll just have to see at the moment. tviq actually taking down Zebbosai as a sniper, and Crackland opting to fall out again. They are 3 points behind, and there's only 11 minutes remaining, so really they need one of these last pushes to succeed.
Yeah, good defense from BFF at the moment. bybben opting to run heavy now as well. Needs to watch out for tviq running sniper. Retshot and Admirable hold that fort. Dan is taken down. Admirable. It's only minimoose is left on the right hand side of the point. He is taken down as well, so this might be a very solid defense from BFF. I'm just following tviq as he comes in from the right hand side of the point as well. Hasn't been called. Has a free shot onto Zebbosai. Takes the shot onto Zebbosai. Will he come around and take the heavy? He is opting to fall back and just wait for that. They're going to have another go at Arx with just over 10 minutes remaining. They need to watch out for tviq running sniper there. And yeah, so bybben falling back to the back right hand side of the point to run heavy from there. Quite a defensive position there. Quite hard for a sniper to get shot there. Just see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Admirable actually running krits building very quickly as well, so if they use this effectively, they will have it slightly before Mirelin has his Uber. Let's just see if Retshock manages to get that first sticky on the sweet spot.
Right, yeah, tviq getting taken down by Zebbosai now, and Zebbosai taking down Ads as well! This is going to be huge for BFF. They're surely going to probably, well, no, I don't know. They're going to push this out, even though they don't have their Uber charge here. And Mirelin did take a bit of a rocket there. I think they're confident enough in their abilities, in their DM abilities, that with that medic advantage, they can push out. They do have that Uber charge, but they've got to watch out for the sniper of tviq, who's, well, just looking to get a shot over onto Mirelin there, but a scout is pressuring him back, and he is going to have to fall back through these sewers. Scout's going to be chasing him all the way. Soldier does come in to try and take him down. Takes him down just before he gets the health back. But BFF making a push out there last with 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Crackland needs something to work in their favour.
Yeah, good play by Mirelin then, actually. Standing in between the ramps, tviq can get a shot. Good position to note if you play medic, where to hide when you actually come out and try and retake the spire. They're going to have almost a free run onto that mid, especially that Uber has now been popped. Bybben's taken down by tviq as well in the background. There is a soldier in the sewer areas that Mirelin needs to be careful about. He has called that, so kaidus has now sticked that off by Crackland, deciding enough is enough. They're going to come out and try and contest this middle area, and BFF, losing Darn in the process, are going to fall back as quickly as possible. Is Admirable still running those crits arcs? No, he hasn't. He's still now running a regular Uber charge. Retshock already onto Spy. kaidus coming on with those counter stickers to try and force him off. But Crackland using the good momentum here, and great play again by Mirelin, not being baited out and following his soldier blindly across the battlements into Retshock stickies.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was just going to say it was great play by Retshock, making sure that medic could not come out to him, and he did sort of isolate them, which was, yeah, definitely a good thing. You don't want a soldier and a medic coming out when you could have just a soldier. And maybe the medic walked over it. Now Cookye does manage to force the Uber, and in come Crackland at the moment. And is this a pause?
I think it is a pause, my friend.
Ah, just as things were getting interesting.
Yeah, so if you have just joined us, this is VanillaTV with Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight. 8 minutes remaining, roughly. And I'm just trying to see what's going to happen. Our usual. So, right, I can see Mirelin in the air. I see a sticky coming in. Will it land roughly about the right place? Probably, but I don't think it would kill him.
Oh, I see, yeah. That's a really... Medic is flying, and yeah, sticky coming in. Oh, here they come. No, sticky didn't have enough distance on it. Medic did manage to surf up top. And we do have a heavier medic sitting in that little top area. And there are stickies over on the point, but Scout has come behind just to try and get some damage out onto the medic there. And it looks like Crackland, are they going to actually make a push here? I'm not sure. They've only got, well, I'm not sure. They've got players alive.
Yeah, let's just see if BFF fancy coming out. They do have that Uber ready to rock and roll. They might be interested. I doubt they will push out, especially with Bybben running heavy as well. And he's putting down loads by Uber. Has been popped. Admirable, Sam and minimoose all go down, as well as Retshock there. So only Ipis and tviq up. Let's just see where tviq is running sniper. He's all the way back on mid. Cookye retaking that spire. So that's again another solid defense from the BFF team.
7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining or so. Actually, it's probably a bit longer than that, as the pause wouldn't have caught up with them yet. But Crackland, they really need to get something working in their favour. tviq does get taken down, did go for that risky shot over onto the medic, and you know me, I always like going for those shots as well, so I can't discredit him for that. The BFF have the numbers on this mid. They have no Uber charges in play at the moment, but, well, building up slowly, and that's the position that they want to be.
Yeah, Crackland will be wanting just to at least get a point on the board right now as we go into Badlands. Again, this is another one of the... Actually, no. I said the other day for Quarantine versus Epsilon. In fact, Quarantine, I thought they would push him on process, and they did. But tviq coming out with a nice shot from Bybben there. Zebbosai down as well, so Crackland could be thinking about a push here, but the combo has managed to get behind him. It wasn't called. Uber has now been popped. Mirelin manages to save Darn and his demo man of kaidus. They're just going to force that Uber out and fall back out into the midpoint, but Ipis came in to try and get behind him, is taken down. Crackland surely in a good position to come out, but Cookye has something to say about it. He does take down Sam. tviq finishes him off as he tries to get onto Admirable. 2 players down for BFF. It's only Cookye and Dan, but Retshock and the Soldier of Ipis only just got this respawns, so they're going to be slightly delayed in defending the Spire, Arx.
Oh, Soldier let that scout just come over and pressure tviq, and he's not going to be happy about his cover there, thinking he should have been safe. But in comes Zebbosai, takes down Admirable with a great rocket. And now Crackland trying to hold on for their life, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do this. 2 players out there, very weak. We've just got Sam up there trying to go for the medic. Mirelin ready with his Uber Saw. Half health, and they've nearly got their Uber, and I think this is going to be another round for BFF. We do have tviq running heavy, sitting on the last. Does manage to get one of the scouts, but there is another scout on the point. Only Admirable there. Can he do this again? No, he does land 1 Uber Saw, so credit him for that, but didn't manage to take them down as the Uber charge came in on the point, and 4-0 is the score with 5 minutes 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, all the momentum with BFF at the moment after that shaky first 10-minute round. 4-0 the score, just over 5 minutes remaining. This is VanillaTV with Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight. ETF2L Season 13 Premiership division between BFF and Crackland, powered by TT Sports. 5th round coming up. Let's just see if Crackland do manage to get that point on the board. One of the soldiers of Crackland coming in really aggressive. Ipis, he gets taken down. minimoose trying to go up top as well to apply some pressure onto the soldiers and medic of Crackland. But they do have the numbers there. That's BFF, of course. Let's see if they use them effectively with both scouts still floating around on the point. bybben is the first loss of BFF. Crits have come in. Crits have come in. No hits at all.
Whoa! tviq pistols the medic with that crit and actually dealing enough damage. Kaidus forced to retreat now, but Dan is over on the point. Find tviq, who's still full health, and he might find that he chases Kaidus. Kaidus jumping out over to try and get the medic down. Does manage to do so. Also, well, no, not also takes down the soldier. Soldier takes down Kaidus, and they have capped this mid, but with their medic down and Mirelin spawning just now, BFF are going to have that Uber advantage, and we'll have to see if Crackland can secure this 4th capture point with just a lonely demo on there.
I'm wondering if BFF fancy going out, and they do fancy going out. He Ubered and Scout as he went out, and I'm just trying to see who it was. It was Cookye. Retshock finished him off, so Mirelin's in trouble here. If he does, Soldier doesn't come out and help him, will they fall back? Yes, they have. I imagine Admirable still running crits, and he is running crits. He is not linked up with anyone at the moment, so CC, if they want any chance of winning this match, still not probably, actually technically it's probably not possible now with 4-0 the score, but they will want to get at least 1 or 2 points on the board, which they could still do. bybben running heavy, Zebbosai running a sniper, and Zebbosai takes Admirable down with his first shot. So that no more crits use there. So Crackland now, whoever is on the point, it's all up to you. Dan with his scout jumping all around him at the moment. tviq is taken down by him. Just trying to see where Sam and Retshock are. See if Retshock managed to try and stick you off that left door. Has been called. Managed to surf the rocket away. Very nicely done. So I don't really see the scoreline probably changing now, Arx. 4-0 the score. Just under 3 minutes remaining. I guess I'm going to win this one, my friend.
Yes, I believe you will. Well, we'll have to see how... oh, Zebbosai coming in, taking down Ips. BFF pushing forward, and I feel that Zebbosai is winning these sniper battles, even though tviq is the top scorer for the Crackland team at the moment. Takes him down as well while we're talking about it. And the Uber has been popped, but BFF securing this mid-fight. And, I mean, at this point, you should really be going for momentum. Oh, Cookye takes down Admirable in the background, and looks like he might also take down minimoose if, well, with a bit of help from the rest of his team coming in there. Soldier's also jumping around, trying to get the medic of Mirelin down, but that was a brief wipe as tviq and Retshock spawn, and, well, it could be a 5-0 here.
Yeah, could be a 5-0 very quickly. 2 minutes remaining. Just trying to see Mirelin with his Uber at 70%. Zebbosai still running that sniper. He's coming in the left door. Let's just see if he manages to get a shot on everyone. Misses the shot on the soldier as he got the respawns. Bit disappointing there, but will he have another shot? Still going for the pick with Zebbosai. Scout has called him. That Uber is now ready to roll. They have popped it as they come in. Heavy is there on the point of tviq. He's taking loads of fire. No one's actually flicked back to him though, so tviq is still up there. They will need to take care of him before they can get the point. Finally, soldiers and scouts focus out on bybben and Cookye, doing loads of damage. They've finished off about 4 or 5 of the Crackland team, and there we go, 5-0 the score. So this is VanillaTV. You have been watching Crackland versus Best Friends Forever, and Best Friends Forever coming out 5-0 the score on process. Arx, Beta and Comedian bringing it to you. Badlands coming up after a very brief break.